Two giants, one planet, who truly rules the wild. In the slow breath of dawn, two elephant lineages stretch across continents, shaped by climate, culture, and survival. This is the story of African and Asian elephants, similar at first glance, but each a masterpiece of evolution. We begin on the sweeping savannas and dense forests where their differences become a map of ecology itself. African elephants, with their broad ears like waving sails, roam vast grasslands and woodlands. Their tusks, in both sexes, carve paths and shape landscapes. Asian elephants, slightly smaller and more compact, move through humid forests with smaller, rounded ears and a softer forehead dome. Their tusks are often limited to males, and many females have no visible tusks at all. Observe the head profile. African elephants have a concave curve between the eyes and the tusks, whereas Asian elephants show a convex forehead and a single finger-like projection at the tip of the trunk, compared to two on Africans. These subtle anatomical differences reflect deep ecological adaptations. On the savanna, African elephants feed on grasses, bark, and shrubs, transforming ecosystems by uprooting trees and creating clearings that promote biodiversity. Their immense size suits open landscapes where visibility and long-distance communication matter. In contrast, Asian elephants specialize in forest forage, browsing leaves, fruits, and bark from towering trees. Their more versatile trunk tip and smaller size help them navigate dense vegetation. Social structure reveals another layer of divergence. Both species live in matriarchal herds, but African elephant family units often form expansive, fluid networks that can merge into massive aggregations around water sources. Asian elephant herds tend to remain smaller and more discreet, a response to forested terrain and human pressure. Communication is sophisticated in both species. Low-frequency rumbles vibrate through ground and air, while visual signals and chemical cues coordinate movement and reproduction. Yet the soundscapes differ. Savanna rumbles travel longer distances across open plains. Forest calls carry in complex echoes beneath canopies. Reproduction and life history share a slow, deliberate rhythm. Females gestate for nearly 2 years, and calves require years of nursing and social learning. Lifespans extend into the 7th decade when conditions allow, but human impacts shape each species' fate differently. African elephants face poaching for ivory and habitat fragmentation that slices migratory corridors. Asian elephants contend with shrinking forest patches, agricultural conflict, and a long history of captivity and domestication that complicates conservation. Behaviorally, African elephants will sometimes stand tall on hind legs to reach high branches, a display of force enabled by open spaces and plentiful resources. Asian elephants are famed for delicate trunk skills, manipulating fruit, small objects, and even tools with impressive dexterity. Skin texture and color vary too. African elephants often appear wrinkled and gray, dusted with reddish earth from their environment. Asian elephants can show depigmented patches around the face and ears, and smoother skin suited to humid climates. Foot structure influences movement. African elephants have larger, more concave feet adapted for long treks across hard terrain. Asian elephants' slightly rounder feet help them move silently through softer forest floors. Disease and parasites also diverge with environment. Tropical forests foster different parasites and bacterial communities than open savannas, affecting health, immunity, and social behaviors like mud bathing and wallowing. Cultural roles highlight human-elephant relationships. In Africa, elephants are central to ecotourism and cultural myth, while in Asia they have deep religious and working relationships with people, historically used in logging and ceremony. These bonds create both protection and risk. Conservation strategies must be tailored. For African populations, securing wide corridors and anti-poaching measures are essential. In Asia, protecting fragmented habitats, mitigating human-elephant conflict, and rethinking captive use are urgent priorities. Genetics reveal a story millions of years in the making. DNA studies confirm a deep evolutionary split between the two species, reinforcing that they are not interchangeable. Each carries unique genetic diversity crucial to the planet's resilience. Watching them in the wild teaches a humbling lesson. Form follows function in landscapes sculpted by climate, predators, and human footprints. From trunks and tusks to ears and social maps, every trait is an adaptation. As climate shifts and human pressures mount, the choices we make will determine whether these giants continue to roam free or retreat to memory and museum halls. Conservation is not a single act, but an orchestra of actions: protected corridors, community engagement, anti-poaching enforcement, scientific research, and the gentle work of restoring coexistence. Their survival asks us for patience, respect, and the willingness to see landscapes through an elephant's slow, sensory life. In the end, the difference between African and Asian elephants is more than biology. It is a mirror reflecting diverse ecosystems and human histories. To protect them is to protect the wild processes that sustain our planet. Watch closely, and you will see more than two species. You will witness a living archive of evolutionary ingenuity. Two giants, distinct but bound to the same future, teach us that diversity is strength. Subscribe for more deep wildlife stories and help protect these giants now.